Bumps name.
Hey everybody, here we go. Episode 18 of Tough Bumps. My name is Matt Connerton, and all the way from the great state of Iowa, my partner in crime in this endeavor, Erich Pilcher, is here. Hello, Erich.
Hello.
Well, so first of all, let me just offer an apology to everybody. So we didn't do a show last week because Erich was unable to, and I was supposed to reach out to our friend Charles Richardson to fill in, and we were going to do a show, and I just got so bogged down. I never even had a chance to talk to Charles, so we ended up taking last week off. So we're back in the saddle, and at full steam, right, Erich? My head, right?
I don't know about this.
So for those of you who are listening to the show, if you're getting the podcast version of Tough Bumps and not seeing the video, and by the way, we are streaming live. So for anyone who wants to participate live, you can if you are absorbing what we're doing here on Sunday afternoon, October 5, 2025, just after 5 p.m. in the Eastern time zone. Feel free to chime in the chat. But otherwise, for those of you who are listening to the podcast, if you are audio listeners of the show, Erich has one of his arms in a sling.
An immobilizer.
An immobilizer, that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the difference is a sling just goes over your shoulder.
Yeah.
The immobilizer, it attaches at your waist. So the arm is completely immobile.
Wow, okay. And is this, now just to be clear, this isn't like a complicated injury, quote unquote, like Triple H had, right? Where you're just doing this for the show and then you're just going to be walking around in public without it?
No. This is as real as it gets.
Yes. Understood. Sent some pictures. Now, I haven't had a chance to upload all of them, but I can do this as we go. So let's see. Here's the first one that I have. Now, what are we looking at here, Erich?
Well, that is my right shoulder.
Okay.
That's where the stitches are. Basically, what they did is last Friday, September 26th, they put me under.
Mm-hmm.
And they first manipulated the joints of my the shoulder joint to basically unfreeze it. Then what they went ahead and did is they injected my arm with air and water to inflate it.
Okay.
And then they went ahead and went in, repaired my rotator cuff, and shaved off all the inflamed tissue around the shoulder.
Yeah. So this is like getting a cavity filled. It's pretty easy stuff, it sounds like. Pretty quick and easy, in and out.
Yeah, in and out.
All right, let's see. So we have more pictures that you sent here. Let's grab another one here, and you can tell us what this is. Let's see. So I'm kind of doing this on the fly here, but this is, let's see. Oh, that's you in the hospital.
No, that's me at home.
Oh, that's you at home after the surgery.
The University of Iowa did my surgery.
Okay.
They did an amazing job. They sent me home with this immobilizer and this magical machine that is a electronic cold therapy machine.
Okay.
What it is I put the pad on my shoulder, and I fill the container up with, hold on, go lay down. Rocky is being a pain. Then I filled the tank with water and ice.
Okay.
Turn it on, it vaporizes the water and ice and puts the cool into the pad.
Okay.
So it's 100% cold vapor.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Wow.
Yes, it's an awesome machine.
Modern medicine is pretty remarkable. We have another picture here. Let me grab this one. I mean, the things they can do now. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is another picture. This is a different picture, though, right? This isn't the same one we saw earlier.
That's the back of where they did it.
Okay.
Yeah, my arm is basically yellow.
Yeah.
From bruising.
Yeah. Okay.
Where they did it, I have to do 5 to 8 exercises a day
Okay.
where I have to reach my arm behind my head, then and hold it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I have to wrap my arm around my back for 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then I have to push my hand all the way forward and hold it and then pull it back. And I have to do that 20 times.
Okay.
And I have to do that 5 to 8 times a day.
Okay. Huh. Is it painful when you do that, or is it more like a pulling, or like what do you feel when you're doing these?
Initially, it felt like I was taking a piss with razors coming out of my penis.
Oh my goodness.
It was not good, but you have to do them.
Yeah.
Now it's getting to a point where it's just a kind of a stinging pain in achy.
Okay. So it's getting better, but it still sounds pretty miserable.
It's not miserable at all. They gave me a lot of pain pills, which is all.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave me OxyContin, which I've never had.
Yeah.
And I have realized it's a magical pill.
Yeah. Well, don't get to liking that too much.
No, not at all. I've already gotten weaned down to once a day.
Okay.
Right before bed.
Now we also have this. Now what are we looking at here? And
you are looking at images of inside my shoulder. Basically, images 2 and 3 show you the inflammation.
Images 2 and 3. Okay, I see.
That is all inflammation.
Okay. So it's not supposed to look like that. Okay.
Those are muscles that they shave down.
Okay. Okay.
And then there you can see how severe it is in 5.
In 5. Okay.
With all the red. And then they actually, in an unexpected turn, had to put a screw into my shoulder to anchor it.
Is that what I'm looking at in image 6?
Yes, that is the screw that is now implanted into my shoulder.
Okay. Wow. All right. Jeez. And then what? Now, if I scroll down, so then we get to image, there's 3 more here, 7, 8, and 9.
8 is where the screw is. You can see it's right into the muscle to keep it stable and anchor it down, essentially.
Okay. And then what's the image 9?
7 and 9 are just different.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. And it looks like that's all of it. And just so everyone's aware, Eric did tell me I could show these during the show. I don't want to be accused of a HIPAA violation.
Yes. So. Yep.
Well, very good. All right. Well, my goodness, I feel terrible for you.
You know, it doesn't feel the greatest.
Yeah.
But I'm off work, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay me.
Yeah.
There are far many more people in a worse position than me.
Yeah, true.
And that's how I keep looking at it.
Right. Absolutely.
Went very well.
Yeah.
I had no operative complications, no allergic reactions, no near-death experiences.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, University of Iowa. The worst was they did a nerve blocker. And if you ever had surgery and had a nerve blocker, if they ask you if you want it, I recommend you get it.
Okay.
But they have to put it right into the side of your neck. That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And it wore off early Saturday morning.
When did you have the surgery?
Friday morning.
Friday morning. Okay. So
it
within 24 hours?
15 hours.
Oh, 15 hours. Okay.
And when it wore off, yeah.
Did they warn you? I assume they did, right?
They're like, it'll wear off anywhere between 12 and 18 hours.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm out of it. I don't give a damn. Just get me home and get me to bed.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But it wore off I want to say 2-3 o'clock Saturday morning.
Okay.
And definitely knew. Had someone here that stayed with me for a week to help walk Rocky and everything because I could not.
Yeah.
But I yelled for them and they gave me some magical pills, and I did not wake up until 10:30 that morning.
Okay. Gotcha. So what happens now? What are the next steps with this?
Well, the next steps are basically, we have our post-op checkup this Friday. They'll remove the stitches.
Okay.
Check for range of motion, and go over rehab plans.
Okay.
But there's a slight little hitch in the rehab plans here.
Okay. What's that?
Government shutdown.
Yes.
Because I'm a federal employee, Department of Labor is in charge of my workman's comp pay and my rehabilitation.
Yeah. So what is that going to mean for you in terms of your rehabilitation? Is that going to put you into a holding pattern for a bit?
We think with the billing being approved, yes. I should still get my work comp payment.
Okay.
But I think on the billing side, it's going to muck things up.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll get worked out, I'm sure.
I mean, it's all up to the doctor's office that does the rehabilitation.
Okay. I'm sure it'll get worked out.
On if they just want to hold the bill and bill when this is all over.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. They'll probably do, right? I mean, that makes sense. That makes the most sense. It's probably what they'll do.
What I have learned in these times is what makes the most sense doesn't always matter.
Right. That is true.
I'm still trying to figure out what a democratic program is.
Huh? Yes.
I'm still lost on that.
Apparently they need to be cut. The democratic programs.
Yes. I don't know what a democratic program is.
Yeah.
I'm very confused by this.
I think it's anything that's supposed to help people. And so of course it has to go. Whatever it is.
Yeah, because damn the people. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
That's right. Well, anything else you want to mention about the surgery?
I mean, I appreciate everyone's well wishes. I'm fine. I'm not, I'm sleeping well. I'm enjoying what time I have off right now.
Yeah.
Very much so. I'm watching movies. I'm just kind of enjoying my time, reading, getting caught up on books I've been meaning to read, TV shows I've been meaning to watch. Yeah.
Oh, how long? Maybe you said this. If I missed it, I apologize. How long are you supposed to be in the immobilizer?
Well, it was originally 2 weeks.
Okay.
But because they did the screw, now it's 4 weeks.
Okay. Gotcha. And then when you're out of the immobilizer, do you have to then wear a sling, or are you just done with the immobilizer?
That's going to be up to the doctor based on what they see when they decide the immobilizer comes off. There could be a harness involved. Could be a lot of things.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll all work out, and I'm glad at least you're through the worst of it, right? The actual surgery. So
actually, the worst of it was getting to the surgery, because it was pretty painful, especially near the end.
What do you mean?
I mean,
the injury itself?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Even the slightest bump of the arm would be painful.
Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. Well, all right. Well, if you're ready to move now, I do have some exciting news, Eric, and I didn't tell you this. I wanted to surprise you, as you see on the screen there for our video watchers. There's our VPN goddess, Stephanie McMahon, and now the ink isn't dry on the contract yet, but I think we have our first official sponsor. I did hear from a company. Apparently, it's a new venture. It's StephanieVPN.com, and if you go there right now, you can sign up for a VPN. You get the first month free, and you can support the show by doing this, assuming everything works out with the sponsorship. And the promo code is fuck ESPN, and then you can get 1 month free, and you can enjoy uninterrupted action.
The site can't be reached, Matt.
Well, that's a glitch. Pay no mind. We're gonna get it all worked out.
And
StephanieVPN.com.
As creator of Tough Bumps and co-executive producer, I take great exception to the fuck ESPN promo code.
Well, that's what they wanted to go with. That wasn't my idea.
I don't like that.
Shit, I just realized something. I know why it's not working. I didn't even think of this. It's actually StephanieVPN.gov. It's a shutdown.
Well, yeah.
Now I'm starting to think I've been scammed.
I think, Matt, I think you might be onto something. Although I'm very, very, very shocked I didn't get a message blaming the Democrats for the website being shut down.
Right. Well, now that you mention it, I'll just say this about that. Thanks, Obama.
It's got to be his fault.
Probably. Or, speaking of scams, of course, I don't have an update on this, but I just thought we should mention this man has still not come clean. The Sammy Hagar impersonator from, was it 1986?
Yep. I do not know. As we get my surgical pillow in the shot here.
Yes.
I have to sleep sitting up.
Yeah. That sucks.
Not really.
It's not bad.
No, not as bad as I thought.
I would struggle with that, I think, but that's good. I'm glad it's not that bad.
You give with the pain pills I'm on at night.
Yeah. Okay.
Sleep pretty well.
Oh, good. But yeah, Jose Martinez is still not come clean for anyone who was wondering.
In Jose, I'll tell you this. Even with one arm, still a better broadcaster than you.
Yes, absolutely.
And I want to say one other thing. I want to throw another shot at a broadcaster.
Okay.
That piece of shit, Steven Crowder, he nursed his shoulder injury for how long? Walked around in a harness and everyone feels sorry for him and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm healing quicker than he did.
You know what's funny about that? I literally forgot about Steven Crowder. I swear to God, I actually forgot he existed until you mentioned him just now.
He's starting another tour.
He is?
Yes, he is. Fresh off, because someone's got to take advantage of the tragedy that occurred to Charlie Kirk. And why not pieces of excrement such as Milo Yiannopoulos and Steven Crowder?
Yes.
Yeah. He had a whole video of him putting on a bulletproof vest and speaking with bulletproof glass behind him. And TMZ got a hold of the video, and it's ridiculous.
Or is it ridic, as I think the young kids say?
It's ridiculous, redonkulous, retarded. I'm sorry to use that word, but it fits given.
Well, yeah,
furthermore,
I forgot about Steven Crowder.
Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck. A bulletproof vest ain't gonna save your ass from getting shot in the neck.
Well, that's a good point, but I'm sure he enjoyed putting it on, because I assume he's on camera putting it on.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a very Steven Crowder thing to do.
Yeah, he's on camera getting the bulletproof vest on, showing his security team getting armed and ready,
Yeah.
and the bulletproof glass being tested, and like it just oozes of I'm taking advantage of this.
Of course.
Like you know, here's a guy who psychologically and more than likely physically, psychologically, verbally, and more than likely physically abused his significant other.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a certain level of piece of shit. And I thought he was gone after all that. And then he went on some crazy feud with Ben Shapiro that actually made him look like more of a jackass.
Well, we did a whole segment on the show, if you recall, you and I talking about
and he came off looking like a jackass.
He did, yeah. His whole feud
like
with the
his
Daily
whole
Wire
thing was, I'm doing this for the people, and it's like they did nothing wrong. They offered you millions of dollars to state your opinion.
Right.
They just wanted some control of your show, which is understandable if you're on their outlet. Like, if we somehow, some way were to get picked up by Barstool Sports,
right,
it would be ridiculous for you and I to say, hey, Dave Portnoy, you have no say in what we do.
Right. Although there's people on that platform who do kind of push the envelope a little bit, but I think Portnoy's probably in on that. Like he knows because it gets clicks.
Probably going to disagree on Dave Portnoy. I love Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, I don't have any strong I don't dislike him. I mean, I know our politics don't align, but I don't have any big problem. Actually, to his credit, he's not afraid. He does criticize Trump when he wants to. He's not afraid to, and I do respect that.
The thing I love about Dave Portnoy is what you see is what you get. He isn't going to give you an unauthentic version of himself.
Right.
He's going to give you who he is. You don't like it? Whatever.
Yeah.
That's the great people say that, oh, well, all the stoolies, fans of Barstool, are called that. I don't know if you knew that.
I did know that. I think I knew that because I think I remember you telling me.
Stoolies are just male sexist pigs. No, we respect authenticity.
Well, there's also a diversity of opinion there, is my impression.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I will say this, too. I respect Dave Portnoy for, if I understand correctly, and again, I think most of what I know about him is probably from things you've told me over the years, but he's not a guy who, like, he's not a trust fund kid who started a business, right? Like, he started from scratch.
He was broke.
Yeah. And he built that. And he worked his ass off. He's not somebody who was born into a rich family and started a business. I mean, not that that's bad either, but I'm just saying, I respect the hustle of that guy. He's a hardworking guy, and I always respect work ethic. And
he hustled. And he hustled hard, sold it for millions of dollars, and then bought it back for $1.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like, people sit there and they're like, oh, he's so obnoxious. Everyone on Barstool has a level of obnoxiousness to them. But let me counter with this. That's sports fans. I do not know a sports fan that is even keel.
Well, also, you have to have a big personality to compete in the world of any kind of media.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for example, I'm a fan of, as you know, I'm not a sports fan, but if I happen to run across something of Stephen A. Smith, sometimes if it happens to show up in my YouTube feed or whatever, I might watch it just because I like him. I might not know what he's talking about, but I just like him. I like his personality. I like how he speaks. I just, it's a very
you want to talk about a guy who worked from nothing. He had
Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he worked it. They wanted to put him in because it was at a time when they didn't know about dyslexia.
Yeah.
They wanted to put him in special needs classes.
Yeah. I've heard ibuprofen causes dyslexia.
Tylenol.
No, that's autism. I think dyslexia is ibuprofen or maybe those Flintstone vitamins or something. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to start that conspiracy theory just to see if it goes anywhere because it will go.
While I've been recovering, I've been really tuned in on this aspirin thing.
Yeah.
Tylenol thing.
Do you have autism now?
No.
Good. Okay.
Although some people would probably disagree with that. They would probably say I do. Look, I'm just going to say, if you are drinking a whole bottle of Tylenol to prove it doesn't give you autism, you're a flawed test subject. Because I think your mental disability is a pre-existing condition.
Yeah. Why? Did somebody do that?
Yeah, all over TikTok, people are chugging bottles of Tylenol.
That's insane. That'll mess that will hurt you. Won't give you autism, but that's going to do something bad to you.
Challenged will be the least of your concerns.
Yeah.
End stage renal failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing to mess with.
No, that will hurt you.
Like you will be pissing in a bag for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, life was so much simpler when our government was working and people were just eating Tide Pods.
Mm-hmm. I remember those days. Life was simpler then.
Yes.
Life was simpler.
Yup.
You know, I know someone who likes to talk about the old days and how much better well, actually, no. Oh, sorry, never mind. But, well, shall we get to...
We need a savior, Matt.
We need a savior. That's
a savior of real rock and roll.
That's right. And that guy can do it because just look at his hair. Anyway, all right. So
I don't think the hair's there anymore. It's
not anymore, no.
Out.
I think even the real Sammy Hagar wears a wig at this point, but you know, he's well into his 70s. No one could blame him for that. But well, should we talk about, so I didn't even know until you told me about the Matt Riddle thing.
Oh dear God.
And when I say the Matt Riddle thing, see, I thought, because he's popped up in the news a few times recently, and it's never anything positive, unfortunately. But let's see, I'm grabbing this article that you sent me here. This is from Newsweek. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm not gonna open the article in the screen. I'm just gonna open this because I also have a picture of Matt Riddle here for those who are not familiar with Mr. Riddle. He does have quite the chiseled physique, I'll tell you that. But there he is in all his glory, Matt Riddle. But so Matt Riddle, I didn't know about this. So when you mentioned to me Matt Riddle and being in the news, the first thing I thought of was the whole thing with him screwing over that promotion he was supposed to wrestle for overseas, the charity.
Yup.
That whole story, which he didn't come out of that looking very good. And then
nope, it didn't.
No. And then I thought I just saw something about, he was saying Brock Lesnar sabotaged a match that they had, something about that. So then I thought you were talking about that. And I didn't even know about this other thing. And he sent me this Newsweek article. It says former WWE star Matt Riddle was involved in a controversial incident during a recent interview. His appearance on TMZ Sports ended with a physical altercation between Riddle and one of the hosts.
It did.
Riddle, who currently competes for MLW, Major League Wrestling, was a guest on the show to discuss his career. The conversation took a turn when the topic shifted to mixed martial arts. The interview escalated after host Brandon Quirk made remarks that Riddle appeared to find disrespectful. Riddle then grabbed Quirk by the collar and threw him down onto a table before walking off the set with a TMZ championship belt. Is this all a work?
He smacked him. After he threw him on the table, he smacked him.
But he walks away with, okay, so let me see if can I play this video? Let's see if I might be able to play the video It'd be easier, though, if it's on YouTube. I wonder if I can find this on YouTube real quick.
Give me a second, Matt. I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay. Because we can play the video. But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing this is probably a work. But if we're gonna play the video, I can get rid of this this picture. This picture of Matt Riddle. It says here, Riddle, who currently competes for MLW, was a guest on. Okay, yeah, we got that part. Many viewers have speculated that the incident was a work or a staged event designed to generate publicity. It was noted that Riddle seemed to be laughing during the altercation and placed the host on the table gently. The media appearance comes during a turbulent time in Riddle's post-WWE career. Just a few weeks ago, he lost the MLW World Heavyweight Championship at the promotion's Fightland event. What were you going to say?
Hold on.
Oh, did you find it?
No, I found one, but someone's talking over it.
I'm curious to see this now. Let me just see something here. If I can.
I found it.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, shoot me that link, please.
Doing it right now.
So we will see, and we'll give you our expert analysis here if this is real or not. Okay, it's on Instagram. Let's see if I can log in here real quick. Boy, this Instagram's taking a little bit. Okay, I'm having a hard time getting to it.
Hold on, I found a Facebook link for it.
That's better. Yeah, that'll work better. Thank you. And we'll see what we got here. Okay, Facebook. All right, this will. Okay, let me pause that for a second, and then I'll get that. I have a better, actually. I might be able to just download the video from Facebook and put it right. No, okay, that's not going to work. Never mind. All right, let's see here. I'm going to try to pull this into the show real quick. Screen, and let's see. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, there it is. Let's play this. Back that up to the beginning. Make sure the audio is up. Okay.
Well, we could stop.
No.
We could stop if you want.
Stop what?
The podcast.
What are you worried about?
I don't know. Okay. Whoa. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't.
Serious? Take that shit off. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, left. That's your boy. Get the asshole.
Well, we could stop.
No.
We could stop if you want.
Stop what?
The podcast.
Hey, Eric.
Okay.
I accidentally closed. Here we go. We're back. Sorry about that. So what do you think? I think it's a work.
Nothing would shock me with Matt Riddle. It would not shock me if he did intentionally attack
Really?
the guy.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Matt Riddle will do anything for attention. And that's pretty apparent based on his meritless attacks on CM Punk recently.
Yeah.
His attacks on Brock Lesnar. His, crap he's talked about Dana White.
Yeah, he's said a lot of bad things about.
Dana's in the right here. Dana said we gave him chance after chance after chance, and he couldn't quit smoking weed.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was. I
can see it being planned, but it's Matt Riddle, so no one gives a shit.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. He's not.
Yeah, they're like, he lost the MLW championship, and I'm like, no offense to MLW, they're still a thing.
Right.
They're still thumping along here.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we move on to? Do you have anything to add to that, or?
I'm just sick of Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I mean he's barely on anyone's radar. I mean, if you're like, at this point, it's too bad too because he's a talented guy. I always liked his ring work, and I always thought his character was kind of fun, but he seems to be his own worst enemy.
Yeah, ego and demons, just like Matt Riddle is a different breed when it comes to own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe all he does is smoke weed, which isn't wrong.
No.
If Morgan was busted with weed.
Yeah, the video is on YouTube of that.
And she survived. I just think it's other things like verbally abusing a TSA official.
Mm-hmm.
The allegations of abuse towards his now ex-wife.
Yeah.
There's just so many things, and at some point you're just like, enough's enough.
Yeah.
There's something to be said that AEW hasn't even reached out to this guy.
Right. Yeah, true. Well, that's a good segue because speaking of AEW, so someone that they did reach out to apparently immediately after he was let go by WWE was, of course, Andrade.
Yeah. Apparently that contract was done real quick.
Now, did he not have a no compete?
It depends on a couple different things.
Yeah.
I'm guessing with it being disciplinary, more than likely disciplinary.
So we know why, right? At this point, we do know he was let go. He was fired from WWE because of wellness violations.
And I guess there was a situation where he was asked to leave and go home, and he refused.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Because he was only there for 18 months. And,
I believe it was a 5-year deal.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Because he went there at a time when it was, because there was that span of time where some of the WWE guys wanted to go to AEW because they weren't being used to their fullest potential in WWE. And then, of course, Triple H took over creative, and then everything changed. And all of a sudden, some of these guys who went to AEW were like, oh, shit, the grass may have been greener where I was previously after all.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah. Him and Aleister Black, or Malachi Black as he was in AEW. And,
and what I guess it's after numerous wellness policy violations, which included an instance where he was sent home from a television taping.
So do they
rare? They don't generally send you home from a TV taping.
No, that is rare. Does Tony Khan, in AEW, I've never heard about what kind of policies they have about, do they do any kind of testing for?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, so maybe
it hasn't been an issue.
Yeah.
I think in order for them to do that type of testing, there would have to be an issue.
Okay. So he can just get on the RVD plan.
Yeah.
In AEW, and no one's going to bother him.
If that's all he was on.
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
Because it doesn't say what he tested positive for.
Right.
So it could be a variety of things.
Okay. True. So Andrade back in AEW. I'd be curious what is if he's making the same kind of money there he was making when he left.
I doubt it very much. I think this is a deal just for him to stay relevant.
Yeah.
I heard a podcaster kind of say, well, maybe there's a situation where he just goes ahead and works not AAA, CMLL, and just is a big star there and gets his name built back up. He won't make the money he's used to making in WWE or AEW, but sorry, he'll build his name back up and build up some equity.
Yeah.
But nope, that did not happen.
No. So back in AEW he is. Well, hopefully he makes the most of it, because this is probably his last chance, right? I mean, if he screws this up, who's going to want to touch him? So, and I think I like him.
I think with him being part of the Don Callis family, you put guys like that in a stable because if something does happen and you got to get rid of them, no one really misses them.
Point. That's a good point. Very good. All right. Anything to add on Andrade?
No, I wish him the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him. I think he's a talented guy. And let's see. So we have should we get to the Adam Page thing?
Sure.
So Adam Page, who now he's currently the AEW champion, correct? I don't watch enough AEW to know. And that's not a knock on AEW. I like, the only time, I mean, there's only so much wrestling you can watch. And the only time Jenny and I really check out AEW is if there just happens to be, if I'm seeing buzz about a particular match, which is usually something that Will Ospreay is in, for example, then, I'll just go and find it online and then we'll watch it. And so when we watch AEW, it's more for a particular match, not for, because they don't seem to do very well as far as having storylines that anyone can really get into. You know what I mean? WWE does a much better job, I think, in terms of long-term storytelling. But so Adam Page, who is the current AEW champion, he publicly was telling fans on social media, expressing his displeasure with, apparently on a recent episode of AEW Dynamite, there's recruiting ads for ICE. And this is obviously controversial in the country. There's quite the political divide on this subject. And Adam Page, who I was not completely surprised, because, most wrestlers don't go out of their way to make their political views due, but some do. Like we know where a lot of people in professional wrestling stand, be it on the left or right or some sort of center. Some people, especially as we live in an era where literally every single thing is political. But Adam Page, there had been something previously something he had said somewhere or something that indicated that he's probably a left-leaning guy. And so Adam Page has been very outspoken about AEW running ads for ICE recruitment. I have not personally seen any of these ads. The only ICE recruitment ad that I've actually seen is when South Park lampoons, they one of the episodes, I think it was the one where they also made fun of Christy Nome quite a bit. There was like a satirical ICE recruitment ad in the episode, but I haven't seen any of these actual ads. But yeah, they're actively recruiting, and Adam Page expressed his displeasure. If Adam Page, if the situation, I'm curious to know what you think, Eric. I'm assuming that if this had happened, let's say in an alternate universe, if Adam Page were in WWE and this happened, this ad ran during a WWE show, I assume Adam Page would not say anything, because yeah, he wouldn't be allowed to, right? Tony Khan, to his credit, I think, he does kind of let people express themselves that way.
You can let your talent express themselves.
Yeah.
But you can do it smartly as well. Here's the issue I have. One, I know ICE, very controversial right now. They are a government agency. They are set up to basically ensure that immigration laws are followed. They do need agents. I make this comparison. There were military recruitment ads during the occupation of Iraq under President George W. Bush.
Sure.
And no one said boo.
Right.
And that's not a problem. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous for Adam Page to take offense to this. You are on a major cable TV network.
Yeah.
There are bills to pay.
Yeah.
Whatever ads are on there are paid advertisements. You grin, you like it, you shut the fuck up, and you go to work. Unless they are advocating for bringing back the KKK or something reprehensible, shut the hell up. And if I were Tony Khan, that's exactly what I would do. I would bring him into the office and I would tell him to shut the hell up. And here's why. Look, Warner Brothers Discovery is not on stable ground right now.
No, that's true.
There is a lot of moving parts here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are numerous out clauses in their contract with AEW. And if Adam Page, who is the like leader of this organization, is sitting here saying, "Oh, I don't like the fact that they're selling ads for this." Warner Brothers Discovery could say, "Okay, Tony, we don't like him. You either fire him or we move you to another time slot."
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's a time and a place for you to take a stand.
Yeah.
And this is not the time or the place for Adam Page to do this. You just got back the AEW World Championship. And a lot of people disagree with you being champion right now. You running your mouth about advertisements on the network that houses your program isn't going to make you any friends.
So I don't think you'll be surprised. I disagree in this sense. I think that, well, I think he probably knows that. And I think he probably understands the risk that he's taking, but I respect him for having the balls to speak up. And if he has a boss in Tony Khan who actually encourages, and I have no idea what Tony Khan's politics are, but
I don't think Tony Khan has an idea what Tony Khan's politics are.
Well,
I don't think Tony Khan has an idea of what he's going to do when he wakes up each day.
I don't know, but if Tony Khan is saying, because what he said publicly is, because he was asked about it, and he said he encourages AEW talent to be their authentic selves publicly. And so he seemed to have no problem with it. So from Adam Page's perspective, if the boss says, no, go ahead. If you have something to express on social media, go ahead and express it. It's not a problem for me. Then why shouldn't Adam Page do that?
Because when you're on network television, your boss isn't your only boss.
Yeah. But
look, we're at a dangerous time right now in America. And Adam Page, all it takes is a certain somebody in politics to catch wind of this professional wrestler bashing ICE. And we're talking about revoking FCC licenses. And we're making these threats.
Yeah, but see, to me, when you say that, though, to me, in my mind, that makes me go, see, that you're, in my mind, that makes me say, that makes me respect him even more, because, like, when you look at, for example, what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, it's like, we gotta stand up to these bullies.
But if you're just endangering yourself, fine. But if you're endangering the product,
yeah,
then it's another situation entirely. Jimmy Kimmel endangered Jimmy Kimmel. He didn't he endangered his crew, yeah, but they could find another job. That Adam Page is endangering everyone that works on AEW Dynamite by doing this. And look, I'm not saying what Adam Page did is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a bit haphazard.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I understand your point. I do understand your point, but there might be people inside Warner Brothers who are cheering him on. You know, they won't say it publicly, but
and there is the key. They will not say it publicly because at the end of the day, ICE is paying for this ad spot.
Yeah, true. Well, I respect him. I respect him for speaking up. But
with the government shutdown, he probably won't see him. So problem solved.
Won't see what? ICE?
He won't see the ICE ads. No one to answer.
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure they were paid for in advance. I don't know.
But, yeah, I mean, look, I worked in TV. You can pull ads pretty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's very easy.
Yeah. It wasn't just Adam Page, by the way.
I mean, the rule in TV is in regards to ads, once you pay for them up front, we got your money, bitch.
Yeah.
You're not promised anything.
Brody King, I almost forgot about this. Brody King was wearing an Abolish ICE t-shirt. I don't think it was on television, though. I think it was at a live event, but I don't think it was on TV, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure if it were on TV, something would have been done. Yeah. And it wouldn't have been Tony Khan's doing. It would not have been Tony Khan's doing.
No, it's we'll see if this gets pushed any further. But there's also a potential upside to it, and that is
brings attention to AEW.
Exactly. That could be good for ratings. That could be, if their champion's doing something controversial. Maybe I'll watch the show this week and see if he actually says anything about ICE on television.
When he did it.
What's that?
Not when he did it.
What do you mean?
Did it at the wrong time. You have NFL, you have Major League Baseball playoffs.
Yeah.
That's starting up. So AEW Dynamite is going to get preempted because of hockey on TNT. You have NBA that's going to tip off. Yeah, this is the time of the year when pro wrestling ratings tank.
That's true. AEW, I think they had their 6th anniversary of Dynamite special or something, and it did a pretty low number apparently.
I mean, it's nature of the beast. This is top of the line time for pro sports.
Yeah,
and look, that's why Raw went to starting at 6.
Yeah, true.
You can't compete with Monday Night Football. They did during the Monday Night Wars, and they beat Monday Night Football. But you're not going to beat Monday Night Football now. And I'm pretty sure that was a part of the ESPN deal as well.
Okay.
Where it's, during football season, you guys got to move to 6:00.
Yeah.
So we still get that. We still get an audience at that 8:00 Eastern hour share.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah.
That makes sense. There was one other news item that I know you wanted to talk about, and you'll have to fill me in on this because I don't know much about this particular subject. I'm only vaguely familiar with Ash by Elegance, but you said she's retired from active competition?
Yeah, she abruptly retired.
Is she in AEW?
No, she's in TNA.
She's in TNA, okay.
She's formerly known as Dana Brooke in WWE.
So I'm actually very familiar with her. See, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was the same person.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was TNA Knockouts champion for 33 days before vacating the title.
So
WrestleZone is reporting that Ash by Elegance stepped away from in-ring competition, and TNA says the details surrounding her medical status are being kept under wraps.
Okay. So there's a lot we don't know.
I mean, she was originally supposed to be in a championship match with Masha Slamovich. However, that match was canceled ahead of the event due to the internal investigation against Slamovich for domestic violence allegations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew about that.
She is stepping away from in-ring competition and had to vacate the Knockouts Championship. She did not give a specific reason for why she had to relinquish the title that night. They said on air, medical details are being kept private at this time. No timetable for her return has been announced. Tommy Dreamer, on his regular segment on Busted Open Radio, said that it's a private matter and being kept under wraps due to HIPAA.
So, in other words, this might not be an injury. This might be an illness, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something I
hope she doesn't have cancer or something. But
I mean, I think it's, I mean, man, it's sad because she was, I honestly thought when she was in WWE, my take on her was she had the look.
Mm-hmm.
She had the ability, just didn't have the right whatever. It just something didn't click.
Yeah.
Peers in TNA, everything was starting to click.
Yeah.
She had her own stable. She had just a ton of stuff.
She had something terrible happen to her 2 years ago. If I remember correctly, her boyfriend at the time, might have even been her husband, passed away at a young age. It just kind of happened. It was something that just happened out of nowhere. And I think it was while she was actively on the roster at WWE, on the main roster.
He was in a relationship with American bodybuilder Dallas McCarver until his death on August 22nd, 2017. She dated NBA professional basketball player Enes Kanter Freedom from 2018 to 2019.
Does it say what the cause of death was, though, on what was his name again? Arthur something?
What was that?
The cause of death. It was something sudden, right? A sudden illness that caused... because from what I recall, it was like he was a young guy, or
26 years old.
26.
He had extreme enlargement of his left ventricle.
Okay.
So apparently choking on food in his Florida home.
Interesting.
And his autopsy showed enlarged organs, enlarged liver and kidneys, severe kidney damage. Wow. So, probable steroid use.
He was a bodybuilder, if I remember correctly,
yep.
Right? He wasn't a wrestler, but he was a bodybuilder. Yes. Am I remembering? Okay. Yeah. That can wreck your organs. Wow. Can you imagine, like 26 and this poor woman, you don't expect your partner to die at 26. Oh God.
I mean, she got back on the horse pretty quick.
Yeah, she did. I remember that. I remember she bounced back fast, but
she started dating Enes Kanter Freedom 2017. So, I'm not going to speak ill of the dead, but steroids, certain other organs don't work appropriately. Maybe Dana was, after grieving, was happy to move on.
Well, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
It's
a sad story.
I do not think this is a work. I think this is legitimate.
But yeah, it sounds it. Yeah.
I think, you get Tommy Dreamer to say a word he can't spell. HIPAA.
Yeah.
I thought it was hippo for the longest time.
Probably. Do you ever watch that show or listen to that show, Busted Open?
do occasionally. I listen to segments.
I can't tolerate it. I feel like they don't actually talk about anything.
I feel like it's a lot of Dave LaGreca shouting. Loses his mind.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as Jim Cornette.
No.
I mean, Jim Cornette is the best at losing his mind.
I agree. I love Cornette.
He is irrational, but articulate.
Yes.
And you know exactly why he is where he's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're like, and it's amazing. He is a wordsmith of the Crash Out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if anyone wants to know, can Jim Cornette cut a promo out of nowhere? He can. Just ask a hapless Dairy Queen clerk.
That's right. But yeah, I can't tolerate Busted Open. It's so boring to me just trying to.
And you have a bunch of guys who think their opinions are the end all be all.
But they barely even have any opinions like that. Like they just like it's just surface level stuff. I don't know. I just can't. I don't get
like hearing Bubba's thoughts. Bubba actually brings some insight business wise.
Sure.
Then it's just he gets wrapped up in the shtick of the show.
Yeah. I mean, they're very successful. So obviously, you know, I'm in a minority of wrestling fans, but it's a big show. But
daily, and
really?
It's too over the top.
Yeah, I can't do it. Well, should we talk about the Ask Me Anything that we're gonna soliciting for? What's that?
Supposed to do it this week. Someone was supposed to tease it out.
Well, we're teasing it now.
Well, we were supposed to tease it out, you know.
What? Yesterday?
Yeah.
This morning? I don't know.
Yeah. You know, at some point.
Yeah.
But we next week.
We'll tease it out for next week.
Flexibility of this show.
What's that?
That's a flexibility of this show.
Flexibility. That's right.
My arm could fall off next week.
Good Lord. Keep it in the immobilizer.
You know, it's hard. Like, I'm going to say this on the internet and hopefully I don't get in trouble. I have been taking it off when I'm sitting at home.
Yeah.
Occasionally, just to be like, okay, is it still there? Is it working? Is it, is it functional?
Yeah.
I will say with my left arm this morning at the grocery store, I lifted a 20-pound bag of ice for a lady who couldn't handle it.
Really? Good. Okay.
And she had a kid, so I was hopeful she was a single mom.
Yeah.
Until she said thank you, and I saw a wedding ring on her hand.
Yeah.
I should have just dropped the bag of ice.
You should have.
Just been like, no. Yeah, this is false advertisement, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than a single mom.
Really? Why?
Many reasons. One, you know that they've been with a deadbeat, so you're an instant improvement.
What if the dude is dead or something? What do you mean?
They're alive. Instant improvement.
that okay.
Fair. You're breathing.
Touche. Yes, that's a good point.
There is no honor in dating. There's none. I live by a city swimming pool. I will walk Rocky over there in the summers and prostitute him out to women in bikinis. Well,
smart.
And I will tell them the story of how I got Rocky. And I will add at the end, I truly don't know who rescued who.
Yeah, because none of them have heard that line.
Not with
really? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, good.
Yeah. And then Rocky will give me a look.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah. All right.
He's like, yeah, mother. I know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Well, very good. Well, I guess so.
I haven't shared my other reason is because they've already had a kid.
Yeah.
They're going to be on the birth control thing. You don't even want to worry. You don't even have to worry about that crap.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a kid. Now, I'm gonna tell all single guys out there this. If they say they want another kid, run. Not entertain this.
No.
No, you don't want to be baby daddy number 2 out of 2.
Right.
No, listen, it's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
I am the General Akbar of dating.
Yes.
It is a trap. Do not fall for it.
Yeah.
Do not let a sundress in 10 minutes of pleasure cost you 18 years of child support.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? 18. In this economy, it's longer with the price of housing.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, it actually is. President Trump says that we shouldn't have to pay child support.
Did he really? Did he say that?
Yeah.
Did he really? He said that?
Addendum to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. He said we shouldn't have to.
All righty. Well, very good. So what's that?
Very good. Moving on.
Very good. I don't know what to say about that. Well, I guess, should we put a pin in? I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't put it that way. Should we wrap up?
A screw in it?
Put a screw in it. Episode 18. Tough bump.
Yeah. Next week we will do Ask Us Anything.
Okay.
Asterisk within reason.
Yeah.
So Crazy Jose, please do not get on the live chat and ask us to ride a pogo stick and stick things in our orifices. Oh. We know that's your fantasy.
I'd love to see him in there.
We're not going to do it. But if he wants to join, I would welcome him to join. Crazy Jose, you may join us if you would like, and you have reasonable questions. This would be your chance to ask them. Like if you wanted to ask Eric and Matt, how are you more talented than me? Eric and Matt, how are you smarter than me? Eric and Matt, how are you better looking than me? Eric and Matt, why don't people hate you like they hate me? Eric and Matt, why do you have more listeners than I do and followers? We will answer them for you. This is like your TED Talk, Jose.
Cool. Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. And of course, we always have room for our VPN goddess, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley Levesque.
Well, the questions I have for her are best served for Matt Connerton Unsheathed.
Right. Understood. And remember, once the website is fixed, you can go to stephanievpn.gov. Use the promo code FUCKESPN. Wasn't my idea, Eric. That's what they wanted.
I am a silent opposer to the promo code.
Okay. All right.
Go ESPN.
Well, I hope you're not going to, well, I was going to say, but I hope you're not going to go on social media and criticize our own show for running that promo code on the show.
I blame the website. I blame the Democrats.
I have to call you Eric Page if you do that.
Blame the Democrats.
I do too. Thanks, Obama. That's what I say.
It's that guy's fault.
Yes. Well, very good. All right. Episode 18 in the books. We'll wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right.
We'll be back next week, everyone.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll talk to y'all next week on Tough Bumps. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We rise again. Blood and grit, it's how we begin. Mac and Eric fire up the flame. Wrestling lives on the Tough Bumps name.